Alright guys, so I have a new plane here to review. I never bought this when it first came out. It's been out for a little while. And this is a 3D microplane, and I decided to get it because my favorite 3D microplane currently, hey mate, is the UMX 300, the Extra 300. I love that plane. It's a slow plane, flies 3D great though. I never tried the 3D Beast. I had the first version which was not 3D capable, so I've never tried the 3D Beast. But I wanted something that was a little bit faster. I really enjoyed the Sukhoi. So this looked like a little bit more of a sport plane, but with 3D capabilities, whereas the UMX 300 is just a slow 3D plane. So this looked like a nice semi-speedy plane that I could also 3D with, so I went ahead and bought it. I'm going to go ahead and take it out here and show you guys what it came with. I got the Bind and Fly, or it's actually the Bind and Fly Basic. And the Bind and Fly Basic here does not come with much. What we get here, I think we get a battery, but we might not even get a battery. Doesn't look like it. Luckily I have batteries. So guys, if you get the Bind and Fly Basic, unless it's in the plane, you might not get a battery with the Bind and Fly Basic. Let's see here. No battery in the plane. And no battery in the box. So if you get the Bind and Fly Basic, it comes with no battery. Luckily I have lots of batteries. I believe they're about 180 or 220 milliamp single cells or two cells. I think I maybe find out on the box here. Really quick. It's a 2-cell, 180 milliamps. So I believe it's the same as lots of the other microplanes, even the Micro Beast, the Micro Striker. A couple of those planes will use the same batteries. So if you get the Bind and Fly Basic, either buy some batteries with it, or if you have some at home like I do, you'll be fine. So here's the plane, and from the look of it, I can tell you, it looks more like the Sukhoi rather than the UMX 300. It looks like it'll be fast, able to do lots of sport flight. But like I said, it's also supposed to be able to do really good 3D flight. All that comes in the box is the instruction manual, which I didn't take out yet, and then these side force generators, I believe they're called. Put them on the edge of the wings, and they provide some stability when you're doing 3D flight, knife edges, all that type of stuff. So this is all you get in the case. What it looks like is very nicely made. Everything is put together really good. The rear wheel is on the rudder, which some people like that because then you can turn better. Sometimes they put them on the fuselage, so it's nice that it's on the rudder. Doesn't look reinforced all that much. However, it's a really light plane, and I'm sure that it's reinforced enough as is. It's got nice landing gear with your little flares on the wheel. Kind of annoying on larger planes. For microplanes, that's usually okay. Also helps with flight with a little bit of knife edges. Gives you a little more kind of like flat area for the air to go over. So let's go ahead and take this outside. I'm going to go ahead and charge up some batteries that I currently have. Like I said, no battery, no charger either in here, so you have to have all that at home. But I'm going to go ahead and charge up 2 batteries. We'll go outside and see how this thing flies. Alright guys, this is going to be the Maiden flight. I checked my control surfaces, and I'm going to be using DX8. So I'm going to go ahead and point the camera a little bit more in the sky. Keep it a little bit on the ground so we can see it land, but I want to have it high enough so we can see it in the air. So let's go ahead and see how the Maiden flight goes. This is all stock setup. No adjustments in my transmitter. I didn't have to reverse anything. It's just 100% throws, no expo. So let's see how it goes. Okay, we're up in the air. Let me just fly it a little bit and trim it out. We're out of trim by slow circles here. We'll try to do some like hairier circles if we can, but I'm having a little bit of trouble harrying. Now I could adjust the CG to get a little bit farther back CG. Harrier's not so great on this. Let me try to bring it back here, turn it around, and then do a hover. Oh geez. Hovering's okay in this, but it's not as good as I thought it would be. I brought it back here, and let me try to hover right here. Hovering is not as easy. Flip it out, and then a knife edge. Okay, there we go. There's a knife edge. try a knife edge. Very nice knife edge. Oh, I turned it. Okay, you can turn knife edges. You just need a little bit lower center of gravity. Alright, I'm going to bring it in and land it. That's enough for now. I'll get more videos on this plane in the future when I get more, when I learn it a little bit more. This was the Maiden flight, and it was fun. Let's go ahead and land it here. I'm going to point my plane straight up so I don't lose it, and point my camera at the ground. Hopefully I got it. And here we come in for a landing. Oh, too fast. Let me bring it back around. That was a little too fast. Alright, this time we'll be good. Let's drop it down. Oh, hard hit at the end, but I'm sure it's fine. So that was the flight, the Maiden flight. Let's go ahead and see the final review of it. Alright guys, so I got to take my Maiden flight, and let me tell you, it flies great. Now my first flight, I had the battery far up. There's a pretty large space to where you can put the battery. I had the battery pretty far up on the first flight, and that kind of had it in a sport mode. The CG was pretty far forward. It didn't really want to hover or knife edge all that long. So I tried it again a second flight, and I put the battery farther back, and I was able to hover it better. I was able to do longer knife edges. Snap rolls on this thing are great. Like I said, I expected to fly kind of like a ultra micro Sukhoi, except it has more 3D capabilities. And the brushless motor and 2-cell battery on this, compared to the brushed motor and single-cell battery on the Sukhoi, really make a difference. This thing is really a blast to fly. So check it out. It's available in the Buy and Fly Basic, maybe another version or two, but I'm not sure at the moment. Any transmitter by Spectrum will work. I got the DX8. You can use the DX6i, DX7, even the DX5e would work. So there we have it, guys. If you guys have any questions on this plane, let me know, and I will have more flights in the future with more advanced flights. This time I flew it without the side force generators. Next time I might put those on and see what type of difference they make. So we'll have more videos in the future, but for now, happy flying, and we'll see you guys later.